and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And Huff reels it in. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
2nd down, Winston. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
Here we go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to take a... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan...
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good. One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go now.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On the ground, Rodgers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast.
And they're going to bring him down back across midfield at the 45. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 85 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
3 down.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got time, and that's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight ends on the loosey. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there of 22. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carry for Brandon Oliver. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Huff to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go now. Blue lady, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Ready. Blue waves, go.
Second down, Winston. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. Ready, blue waiting. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jatavis Brown picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. Now Gordon on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Vernon Hargreaves, the rookie, in on the stop.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains?
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to die. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Jameis to throw it. A dump off to Sims. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the deep.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this.
Hey, Rocket! Hey, watch that!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain. I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught right side, Davis. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conti. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Huff, 96 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Well, they were back in the shadows to their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now San Diego getting set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
That's overload.
From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Keep 39, 39.
12.
Check 37.
Hey, Delta.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Going deep now for Herndon. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for San Diego. 43 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On play action, Rivers. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Second down following the run.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Play action now. Rivers. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Motion, motion, motion.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Javonte Herndon, the intended target. And that brings up fourth down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the intercept. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Going, and this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Javonte Herndon in the final seconds of the first half. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll look to throw here. And Davis has it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Five yards to gain here on third down.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
53's Mike.
Ohio.
Say.
Ohio.
Slam.
Looking to throw. Herndon's got it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Time running out here on the play clock. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Here we go. Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers now surveying the field. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Key to tight end.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time is on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey! Show it.
Alpha!
Watch the edge!
12.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Delta!
Watch the shoot!
Now Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Shift. Ready. Watch when the check.
52's the mic.
Jameis to throw it. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence.
And now here is another interception. Jatavis Graham picked it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball.
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Andre Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Check 25, check 25. Ready,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Winston. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. On third down, Winston. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it now with Barner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now they're in a hurry-up. They run again with Barner. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies are always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now a run for Barner. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kenyon Barner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
While no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a second down throw for Winston.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Let's go now.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got it to die. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a cut to the sideline. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they run with Sims. And he'll get it inside the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Again, they run with Sims. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So out come the Chargers.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Excellent.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers finding time. And that's going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They go back to the air here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And that is incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long for Winston. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left.
Black round. Check 13.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to try and go. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And his kick is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. A dump off to Sims. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Ready.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They were trying to get it there to Dante Dye, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. Blue way.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And oh, he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from Southern California.
Shut